I told you that your success with AI had nothing to do with how much you know about AI? And over the last 2 years, I've coached hundreds of hours with entrepreneurs on AI implementation. I've run 115 group calls on AI and performance. And here's what I've learned. The people who are winning with AI, they are not the ones who are the most technical. They are the ones who are thinking about AI completely differently. And what I wanted to do was share the 3 rare AI mindsets that can change how you approach AI and give you a strategic advantage that most other people will never even grasp. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with an overview of what these 3 are, and then I'm going to drill down on each one. And for context, this came from using Claude and unpacking this and some of the things that it mirrored back to me based on some transcripts that I had from some conversations that I had. So, number 1 rare mindset is future readiness over current knowledge. And this is all about building now in a way that plants seeds for the future of AI, positioning yourself to be ready when things continue to evolve. Number 2, limitation, elimination mindset. You stop letting I don't know how be the thing that holds you back, and instead you see that as a starting point. And then number 3, signal detection mastery. And I absolutely love this one. This is all about your ability to see possibilities and opportunities everywhere and spotting how things can go into AI, and you do so in a way before anybody else even notices this. So what you're seeing in this image right now is what Claude mirrored back to me. And what it gave me was, hey, Rob, this is your exact language, and this is what this reveals. So let's drill into the first one, future readiness over current knowledge. And this actually came from a conversation I had yesterday with a client who wanted to drill down more into building their first AI agent. And one of the things that we did, instead of just diving right into, hey, we're going to do the agent, was understanding what goes into building an AI agent, the automations, the workflows, the guts of all of it. Because so many people love the idea of an AI agent. It's all shiny. We're just going to automate everything that we're doing without actually understanding what's going on. But here's the key in all of this is for us to be prepared for what is going to happen in the future, you want to start planting those seeds right now. Because there's levels to this game, because there's a large majority of people who are sitting there at 0 or just trying to get into the game, going from 0 to 1. And then there's those who are dabbling and they're uncertain and they're using it a little bit and it's okay. And then there's those who are like, hey, I'm using this on a daily basis and I know there's levels to this game. And then there's the levels above this for the people who say, listen, this is important. I want to build an AI first mentality in my business, and I want to capitalize both now and in the future. And that is the key of all of this. And this is why this is so rare, is because I'm going to encourage you to be someone who, when you're thinking about your AI first mentality and you're designing these systems and workflows in your business, do so with the future in mind. Right? This is the whole Wayne Gretzky thing of like, don't skate where the puck is, skate to where the puck is going. And that is the key in all of this. And it doesn't mean you have to have an exact crystal ball of everything that's about to happen in the world of AI. But it really does serve us to understand, wait a second, how do these seeds that I'm planting right now serve me in the future? It is why, yes, I understand the value of a prompt, but at the same time, I'm not sitting out here just slinging prompts because that's just something, it's just where the puck is right now. No, we're building systems. We are building businesses that allow us to integrate AI in a way where as AI agents, as more technology comes, we've already prepared ourselves, even if we do not know what that is. So my encouragement for you is think about your AI readiness in terms of the future. Are you thinking about it as the future, or are you just saying, man, I just feel overwhelmed or stuck, or I don't know what to do right now? Because all this is the way that you're thinking about this. And I am always building towards future readiness, not just here's this cool prompt, AKA current knowledge. All right, moving on to number 2. In this one, and I know in the book Relentless by Tim Grover, he says everything's labeled number 1 because they're all most important. And this is certainly it. Limitation, elimination, mindset. And what is this all about? So many people are using the I don't know what I'm doing, I've never done this before, and that's the thing that stops them and holds them back. As if somehow all of us who are using AI right now just popped out of the womb and it's like, hey, guess what? I just learned how to do AI automatically. No. So many people see that which they don't know as the barrier to I can't do this, right? This is that self-limiting head trash of, and the thing is, the majority of the people think this way. And the key in all of this is, and this is why this is such a rare mindset in AI, is you take that which you don't know, and that's the opportunity for what you're about to learn. So this now becomes a starting point. So once again, we don't need to be technical about all of this, but AI is constantly evolving and innovating. So this is not going to change over the next decade. There is constantly going to be new things entering our world. Welcome to Entrepreneurship 101, where every single day is a new day with new things coming into your world. So AI is the exact same thing. So you want to sit there and think about, what is my mindset around how I do new things in the world of AI? And one of the biggest ones, and this is even with my own experience right now, is going to come around the tech side of things. I do not have a tech background. I do not have an AI background. What I do have is I used ChatGPT the first week it came out in beta in November 2022. And within the first minute of using it, I felt like I used the internet for the first time. Immediately, I was all in. I saw what the next decade of business was going to be. And I was like, I'm getting down with this. So boom, that created my commitment with that right now. So now that we're on this journey right now, you see so much about how AI and coding, where you don't need to be a coder, or they've got no code, or AI agents, or what are things like N8N or Zapier or Make.com, and all of these things that feel super technical. Or we've got AI text to video and all of these things. And what about this? And what about this? And what about this? So this can feel like a lot. And it's like, throw that in the trash. If you don't know how to do something, congratulations. This now becomes the signal of your starting point. Well, why and how? Because all you have to do is see what that thing is, capture it, and then go into ChatGPT or Claude and say, hey, I see this thing that I have no idea what this is. Can you simply and easily help me understand this and how it applies to my business and or my clients? Boom, it's going to get that. So you've just gone from, I don't know what this is, to, hey, I've got the first step of what this is. And then from here, this is Systems and Business 101. All right, well, am I going to drop everything in my life and business right now just because I learned this new thing? No. But what you are not is overwhelmed, stuck, afraid of all the newness that's going to be coming on there. And of course, there are levels to this, right? We're going to have filters for what passes through us, what we're going to do, what we're going to dive deeper on. So for example, AI text to video right now, this is going to be massive, very big. That is worth both of our time to dive a little bit more into Kling AI or Google's VO3, right? So these are the things versus the AI agents and the automation where you're like, I like this, I'm not sure about it. Cool. That might be a little bit of a slower burn with you where you're just gathering your knowledge. But guess what? the key to all of this starts with your limitation elimination mindset. There is nothing that can come into my world or my Twitter feed in the world of AI where all of a sudden I'm like, oh my God, I'm so scared. I'm so overwhelmed. I've never done this before. I'm like, boom, somebody else knows something that I don't. Let me just explore this world a little bit. And this is why this is so rare, because this is a superpower of most people are going to allow the things that they don't know to keep them where they are at. You and I are going to take that which we don't know and allow that propel us and start us on that journey. That is how we are going to get better and win and create exponential results in the world of AI. And then number 3, signal detection mastery. And this is something that I am world class at, and I would love to give you as a gift. If you can see just this possibility, this will completely change the way that you use AI forever. It is the absolute pinnacle and the best thing that you can do. And guess what? It is the easiest thing in the world. That you can do this immediately following this right now, because this is all around your ability to see possibilities and opportunities everywhere. And it's why I'm a master creator, because even before AI, I did this for my own identity in my own world. One of my declarations is I am constant creation of who I am, because I'm creating everything in my life. My thoughts, my business, my friends, everything going around me, this lens of how I show up in the world. So with this, being a coach, I'm a master of language. So I have very active listening. I hear everything, because what you say is going to tell me the story of what's actually going on in your world. But guess what? Now that we have AI, ChatGPT and Claude, you can take any signals that you see in the world and say, what would this look like if I built this out into AI? So I'll give a few very simple examples of all of this. Number 1, about a week ago, I'm giving my 3-year-old son a bath, and we're listening to music, and there's a song by Vampire Weekend on. And I hear the lyric, what's a feeling I've forgotten? And I was like, what's a feeling I've forgotten? And I know ChatGPT has the memory feature. So I was like, all right, hey, ChatGPT, what's a feeling I've forgotten? Based on all of our conversations, tell me what you see. And it goes, brrr. So what did I do? I captured a signal of something that I wanted to explore or build out inside of ChatGPT, because I saw a possibility of, AI can mirror back to me something that I may have forgotten. And I'm not sitting there bathing my son being like, hey, Rob, what are all those feelings that you've forgotten? Sure, I could try and dive deep into that, but it can be a mirror based on our conversations right there. So like, oh, okay. And this next example is going to sort of blend into the limitation elimination mindset. So the number 1 place where I get my AI knowledge and experience and possibilities and stay on top of the pulse of what's going on is Twitter. It's got the number 1 AI community in the world. I've got AI lists that I follow, so I know the best in the world, the best companies, everything that's coming on there. And on a pretty consistent basis, pretty much every single day, I will see a tweet from somebody and I will look at it. It will feel super technical. I'll look at it and not understand a single thing. It's like looking at hieroglyphics, and I'm like, this feels like a something. I don't know what that something is. I don't know how it applies to my world, but I want to know more about this. So boom, I will either take a screenshot or just copy the text of it, upload it to ChatGPT or Claude and say, hey, I saw this in Twitter. I want to build this out. How does this apply to my business and my clients? Make this easy and simple for me to understand. And certainly when things are super technical with AI agents and automations and vibe marketing or vibe coding and N8N, you're going to look at this and feel overwhelmed. But guess what? You will never hear the term overwhelmed come out of my mouth in terms of how I am feeling about AI, because that is something that I control, right? That's just a perspective. Because if I'm feeling overwhelmed, that means I don't know what I'm doing. because all it is a lack of system or process. So when I see something that I do not understand, AKA signal, I'm like, there's a possibility somebody's cooking on right here. Boom. Let me take that, put that into AI, and then it starts building that out. And the next level of all of this is I'm going to encourage you, if you have not seen it yet, to watch, and you can go on our YouTube channel for the Unlimited AI Lab and watch the Turning ChatGPT into Your Personal AI Operating System Masterclass. Because the next level of all of this, and this is also going to be about your future AI readiness, is all around, all right, so we're building AI into our own customizable personal operating system, as if it's our own Windows 95, where it's going to have your soul data, your vision, your identity, your values. It's going to have your systems and your processes. And you're going to start to see this as CEO, CMO, CFO, CIO. What are my systems? What are my brands? What are my mindsets? All of what's going in there. And now you can start to organize that inside of Notion to where it's like, hey, here's what I've got going on here. So each of these little signals is going to start adding into like an identity graph of what you are building in the world of AI. And one of the biggest things that is going to limit the entrepreneurs and the leaders and the companies of the world is a lack of organization and a lack of systems. So much of this just lives in your head, or you create something with Claude or ChatGPT and then it just ends right there. They don't have a system for taking something that you see, what's a feeling that I've forgotten, and then using it into ChatGPT and then continuing to build on top of it to where all of a sudden you're like, wow, this could be a video. This could be a lead magnet. This could be something that I coach my clients on. This could be a framework. And you start to see the little Lego pieces, right? So we have so much information around us. What if all you had to do was see possibilities and opportunities? Because if people are like, I'm so overwhelmed by how much awesomeness you can create however you want to create it. This is what, like I say, I don't understand, but I try and help everyone see what I see, not because I'm right, but this is just the possibilities that I see for how AI can be effortless in the way that you can create anything that you want in your life. Because if you can see possibilities everywhere, from the music you listen to, what you're watching, what you're reading, what you're seeing in your social media feeds, and at any point, you can grab one of those things and your process goes, light bulb, I see what this is. I can put this into AI and this can build and unpack this. Hey, maybe it's just one thing that I do for my own curiosity. Or maybe that opens up a new portal of possibility for this goes to this, and this goes to this, and this goes to this. And this is why I love playing with AI, because when you're coming from this level of master creator, anything is possible. You know with absolute certainty, I'm going to create things that nobody else in the world does because I'm thinking how nobody else in the world does. And that is the key to all of this. So recapping the 3 rare AI mindsets that I discovered after 200 plus coaching calls over the last 2 years. Number 1, future readiness over current knowledge. Start planting those seeds of possibility right now so that when this technology and when the innovation advances, you've already been building your personal AI operating system, putting in those signals, planting those seeds, understanding these things. Number 2, limitation, elimination mindset. Throw in the trash that which does not serve you and instead use that as an opportunity and signal to get started. And then number 3, signal detection mastery. I encourage you to see possibilities everywhere. And here's my sort of action item for you. I would love for you today to use Claude or ChatGPT and put in 3 signals that you see today that you did not see before. Have it be a song. Have it be something that you watched or read. Have it be something that you saw on your social feed. This doesn't have to be technical. It has to do nothing with AI. Maybe it's just a lyric that stood out to you. Maybe it's 3 words and you're like, boom, build these words out. You know where I love to do this? Right now I'm watching both the Stanley Cup final and the NBA finals. And the announcers are always being like, saying something about somebody's performance or their grit or something that they did, and I'm just capturing that and putting that into Chat GPT, where they have that nothing will hold me down mentality, and you're like, oh, that nothing that will hold me down mentality. Boom, take that into Chat GPT with Ed Milet as my world-class coach. Build on this and help me understand how this applies in my world. So you're just capturing a signal of something you hear or see, and you put it into AI. So I would love to hear from you. What resonated from you around these three mindsets? Are you using any of these right now? Or when you do, tell me, how did it work for you? What clicked? Is there anything in this you're like, wow, this all makes sense? You can hit me up on all social media platforms at Rob Cressy. Or if you'd like a deeper level experience and be in conversation together, go to robcressy.ai.